so I'm sorry to have interrupted you.
Okay. All right. The fools are ready to go now. Don being the big fool. I am back here and I will make up this for everybody. You've been entertained here. We learn something about technology all the time, but our great suppliers are on the screen right now. And I would like you to think about them. They make these webinars possible, and Distributor Central being our biggest sponsor. And Tiffany, who you've already heard from, is going to talk here in a minute and then at the end of the show, and she's going to tell you about how to use technology to help you in these trying times. And what I would like for you to do is get a pen and paper out if you can, because I would love for you to write some notes. I've got some great supplier offers here and specials, and the email addresses from suppliers will be shown on the screen. And I'd like for you to write those down because you'd be missing out on some great opportunities if you don't do that. And on the screen right now, I've got a free money coupon from Burlacamp, a free dive from Trainer, and then there's those socks. I'm going to talk about those socks. Pair Socks is a great supplier, and this is just a really neat new product that I've learned about. And what I want to say is I am Don Sanders. I've been in the promotional products business for a very long time. During my time in the industry, I've sold quite a bit of product, but the thing that I'm most proud about is I made 43% on my orders. I still am a distributor. I don't sell like I used to, which was a lot of products. Today I run this website, but I still have customers that I sell through my distributorship, but I do these webinars and help people do a better job. There are my business cards on the screen for Don Sanders Marketing and sellpromoproducts.com. And there I am with the Showdown Displays mascot at the last trade show that I went to last February. And that seems a long time ago that I got to go out and see anybody, as I know you all have experienced the same thing. And here's Tiffany, you've heard from, and she's smarter at technology than I am, or we wouldn't be having the webinar right now. Thank you for helping me, Tiffany.
You're welcome. So I really appreciate everyone taking the time to join us today, and I really appreciate Don for letting me invade his webinar and interrupt him. But yeah, technology can either be your saving grace right now, or it can be something that you struggle with. And everybody in this moment, with everything that's going on, and the uncertainty of when this will be over and when we can start going back to kind of what the new normal, I guess, is going to look like, is having to use technology tools that are out there to stay in front of your customers. So what I'm hoping to I can present to you today is a few ideas from Distributor Central and some other free tools that are out there, just in the world in general, that you can use to help your business stay in front of your customers. I think that for the remainder of this year, we're all going to have to keep reinventing ourselves and keep thinking about things that we can do to stay in front of customers and trying new ideas. So I hope I've got a couple of ideas from some other tools like MailChimp and Zoom, and some other email marketing campaign tools that are out there that we're using personally at Distributor Central to help us stay in front of distributors and suppliers. So I'm going to present that, and I'm also going to talk a little bit about some website functionality that you can use to stay in front of suppliers or stay in front of your customers with websites that are geared very much towards PPE. I think the next thing that'll be coming within the world that's going to be very important is USA Made types products, and then also election-based websites. So we're going to talk a little bit about some tools that Distributor Central has that are free to you, that you can use to help your business. So it's not something that's going to impact your overall bottom line. These are tools that these suppliers have sponsored for you, just like today's webinar, to help you stay in front of your customers and sell more product. So we'll talk a little bit about that at the end of Don's presentation.
All right. Well, thank you, Tiffany, and thank you for saving me here. You see, she's already can help you right there because she helped me continue our webinar. Now, is your business at the curb? I don't know how to say this any better than it is, but I picked this picture up off iStock, and that was in Houston when people were just putting their things out at the curb after that hurricane went through there. Maybe that's your business. I know that my business has kind of gone down because of this. And the first thing you've got to do is stop further destruction. And the way you do that, or the way I would say you would do it, is become a strategic seller. control your customers better, reach out effectively, and become a guerrilla marketer. That's really important today because the ways of doing things in the past are over, and you've got to be able to call on people in a different way and to ask questions before working. There are so many distributors that work on orders that are dead orders with bad prospects because they don't ask the proper questions to make the right presentation. Now, if your business has been kicked to the curb, mine was at one time, because in 1991, I believe, the Dallas Times Herald, which is approximately 40% of my business, was sold to the Dallas Morning News, and that account just disappeared. All the purchase orders that I had three working from the Times Herald, were canceled, and I lost 40% of my business in one day. And you talk about being kicked to the curb, I was. About the same thing that's going on today, but instead of feeling sorry for myself, I picked myself up and replaced that one account with a better combination of accounts. And one thing that I would be selling right now to everybody that I dealt with would be name badges. Name badges are needed more than ever right now because employee turnover is at an all-time high. So if you've been kicked to the curb, like I was at one time, name badges will help you come back. And I'm going to say they're a part of strategic product selling, and they're needed now more than ever because of employees not coming back to work and new employees being hired to replace them. And ID Line is a great name badge supplier. I have known Eric Johnson. His family owns that company, and if you'd like to have a name badge selling kit, which I would recommend you get, that would be Jennifer Anders, J. Anders at idline.com for that, and there's a great free setup on the screen. Now, repeat badge programs protect your business. Keep from being kicked to the curb completely. I used to do a lot of badge release programs for big hospitals in Dallas. Those orders would make me feel better. If I had a bad day, I'd get back to the office and there was a call that had come in or a fax requesting Baylor Hospital, Harris Hospital, Presbyterian Hospital to reorder their name badges. And I did those through release programs, which you can do with ID Line. The program works where you buy the badges. They keep the badges in stock. You're given a URL to order one badge at a time. You can give that to your customer. And when they want to order one badge, they just log in, order one badge and the title, and it is sent automatically to them. This is an easy way to keep your business from going down further or to rejuvenate it. Here's another product that everybody needs right now. I'm pitching these products because I don't know what else to do besides showing you things that I think people will buy. Rightline has antibacterial grip pens, which help stop the spread of germs. I'm not going to say they don't kill germs. They just keep you from spreading germs. And one thing I want you to think about that I bet you have not is cello wrapping these products. If you cello wrap products, including this one and other ones from other suppliers, once the product is made, it is not touched again until the person that receives it opens a cello wrap. Pitch cello wrap products to your customers. It will make people think that you're looking for their best interest. You can get these samples at rightlineusa.com. Antibacterial grip pens would be a great seller right now. And I want to talk to you about these pair of socks. I promise I'll be brief on these product pitches, but outdoor products are needed now more than products that would be used indoors. I think it's going to be a long time before we come back to indoor activities. I think outdoor events are going to come back first. There's even being some now, and a great gift for them would be custom branded socks. I know that might seem strange to you, but if somebody gave you a pair of socks with a logo on it, I would keep those. I would never throw them away. And if I wore them, people would see that brand. And if you'd like to have a free pair of custom socks, you can email Christian at pairsocks.com. I've recently met them, and they are an American-made company, and I think this is a product, if you show your customers, I think they're going to love it. Now, let's talk about not wasting time. Selling requires facts. We've only got so much time to work today in this coronavirus questions market. During this time, answers are required. Never work on an order unless the customer tells you how many, the due date, that's when they need it, the price point, how much they want to spend on that item, and what the purpose of the promotion is or what the product is for. I know too many distributors that will work on orders that I ask in these questions. They will email me and say, Don, I have a customer that wants to buy something for the opening of a dry cleaners. I'll say, well, how many do they want? Well, I didn't ask them that. When do they need it? I didn't ask them that. Never work on an order until you know the answer to all four of these. In fact, tell people, I need to know that to be able to give you the right product. No answers, get away fast. That means don't work on orders unless people give you the facts. They should respect you enough to tell you that. And there's my Pair Socks coupon again. I'm going to talk about that a little bit more, but this is a great product. But just like selling those, you wouldn't be able to sell an order unless you knew how many pairs of socks the customer needs. Let's just say that you found out that somebody wanted germ protected products, like we talked about the cello wrap. Stylists are a great thing to keep from touching different things like ATM pads. I read that in Grand Central Station, ATM keypads have more germs than toilets. Now, I think that's just a gross statement. So point that kind of stuff out to your customers and say, buy a stylist. That's something that people will use. Again, Rightline has these, just like the antibacterial pens. This is a stylist. You want to protect your customers? Show them these type of products. You find out your customer wants safety reminder magnets when you qualify them with those four questions. Quickie is who I would go to for those magnets. They have been in the industry since 1946. Their magnets are the finest quality. They do not fall off refrigerators or metal surfaces. The imprints don't peel like cheaper versions do. A lot of these foreign-made magnets are not worth a hoot. And if you want to look bad in front of your customers, sell them a cheap magnet. Don't do it. Buy magnets from Quickie. In fact, they're for color processed magnets that stop the spread of germs. Messages are such a cool thing to show to people. And there's a magnet offer on the screen right now. And you can get a complete magnet selling kit from info@quickie.com. Now, let's talk about after qualify and communicate. I talk about this in every one of my webinars. I always meet somebody. I try and find something that I have in common with them. Either they like to play golf, they like to travel, they like history, they like dogs. The best thing that I've ever done is if I can get people to chat me up about their dogs. People who like animals and like dogs like each other. I've gotten to where if you don't have a dog or a cat or a bird or something, I think I think something's wrong with you. I'm not saying if you don't have one, there's anything wrong with you, but I prefer to deal with people that I am like-minded with. So I went down and called on the Hyatt Regency. This is a while back. I don't know if that's proper grammar. I went and 3 other distributors made pitches to the head of marketing down there. They were thinking about who to buy promotional products from. I chatted the woman up, Cynthia Vasquez. She had a brand new dog. And so when I got home, my thank you message came from Betty and Gracie and Sanders. There they are on the screen right there. And I swear that's the message I sent her. Not something about how great I am in business or I want to sell you these products or I'm cheaper. I wanted her to see Betty and Gracie. And it worked because there's the email that I got back from her showing me her dog, Rexford. And the email says, talk to my boss, and he's ready to take the next step with you marketing wise. I am not making this up. Sold this account $150,000 in 3 years because I communicated and matched up with her over dogs. Now, I always talk about trading products for services with our vets. Betty and Gracie were sister dogs. Betty passed away 2 months ago, and there is Betty. She had liver cancer, and it was really sad. But you know what? The great thing was the vet that I dealt with all of the time that I had Betty, I did a trade out for them, my products for their services. I did mats for them, I did bags, I did balloons, I did name badges, you name it. But every time I billed them, I didn't bill them. They didn't bill me. We just worked out a trade out program. So when I had to put Betty down, I didn't even get a bill because I had a credit with them to where they owed me more than I owed them. Think about this when you go to vet. Pet mat samples can come from Logo Mats, M. Wadsworth at logomatsllc.com for a pet mat sample. Now, let me tell you about a little guerrilla marketing tip. I came up with this last month. I had to take my little Ruber, my smaller dog, who's 5 years old, to the vet to get her shots. Well, you don't go in the vet today. You drive up out front, you call them, they come out, they get the dog, you go away, and then you come back. I know this is the way vets are doing it all over the country. So what I thought was, when I go back up to pick that dog up, I am going to pitch them. So I got one of my 1 foot square Logo Mats. Logo Mats has 1 foot square mats you can get from them. They're so cool, and a catalog. This stuff comes in their sample kits. When the woman came out to bring Ruber back out, I handed her one of these sample mats and a catalog, and I said, would you take that in to Dr. Jones? That's the vet that I use, because y'all need to have some mats when things reopen. And she says, Don, I sure will do that for you. I had her trapped. She had to do it for me. Little guerrilla marketing tip. I turned my opportunity of taking my dog up to forcing that person to take that sample and that catalog in the vet. That is guerrilla marketing. And I want to talk to you about getting back to handwritten notes. Enough with the email. I email for a living. I know it's a necessary evil, but I have started sending, or I never stop sending handwritten notes to people. They're the most effective way to get people's attention. On the screen right now is a note that I got from the bank that I bank at. I don't know this Karen, but she sent me a handwritten note and even pointed out that I'll bet nobody sent you a handwritten note in a long time. And I agreed with her. So I turned around and wrote her a handwritten note and included my card and a lens cleaning cloth from Cloth Promotions. And you know what? She emailed me back and asked me how much those Cloth Promotions notes were. I didn't end up selling her those, but I did sell her safety reminder diaries from Drumline. You're seeing those on the screen right now. Those wash your hands, keep calm. Those are all tablets. They're daytimers. They're journals that have safety reminder messages on them. I would have never got that customer unless I had sent that handwritten note. That's another little guerrilla marketing technique. You can get safety reminder journals from Gaddison at drum-line.com. Now, do not sell junk products. I remember fidget spinners. I remember all these products that came and went. And once a product comes out and it's a wild sale, like these masks and these PPE products have been, it just turns bad towards the end. There's an email that I got on the screen last week from somebody I don't know. Hope this email finds you doing well and safe today. Well, that's bad grammar. So I have bad enough grammar. I don't need somebody to deal with any of worse grammar than me. But this is somebody trying to sell me some PPE junk. Don't fall for this. Scams will never end. And I'm telling you, going forward, these products are going to be out and people are going to be trying to sell you junk. You need masks. You buy them from Harvey Mackler at Gempire. I've known Harvey for 30 years. He is an upfront guy. He's not going to be the cheapest, but I don't buy products that are cheap. But if you want imprinted masks, you buy them from Harvey. He is a trusted supplier. And if Harvey doesn't treat you right, you call me, I'll take care of it for you. But that'll never happen because he will only do the right thing for you. And Harvey will do virtual mask samples for you. These are not actual samples. Last webinar I did, somebody thought that he was doing samples. He'll do virtuals for you. And there's a sample, there's an image of a virtual for ESCO. That's an order I'm working on for a company in Houston. I'm in Dallas, but this is someone I've done business before. Harvey made that virtual for me, and I am going to get 1,000-piece order out of them from just sending them that virtual. So buy a mask from people you can trust. Hand sanitizer. This is another thing. My goodness, back 2 months ago, you could have made $1 jillion if you could have gotten hand sanitizer. Unfortunately, you could not. But today, this hand sanitizer market has gone bad because now hand sanitizer is being made with methanol. And that will cause toxic conditions on your skin. And if you swallow it, it'll kill you. So buy sanitizer from trusted suppliers. Snugz is one of the best suppliers in the industry. I just did a 1,000-piece order for my storage warehouse customer. And you know what? I told him, I said, hey, don't get mad at me, but you know what? This order might not ship for a month. And he says, Don, we need it when we can get it. And dadgum, if Snugz didn't do that proof in 2 days, shipped it in 3 days, and they turned a 1,000-piece order for me in 5 days. And all you have to do is look on their website, and they'll tell you which sanitizer they have in stock. Like some of them they don't, but some of them they do. So before I sold that order, I looked on Snugz's account or on their website and found the sanitizer that they did have. Customer care at snugzusa.com. This is a supplier you should buy sanitizer from. Here's a great new product from Snugz. You want to take these masks and make them more attractive? Use this Mask Buddy. A blank mask doesn't have anything on it, but if you imprint that band that goes on your head and then put the band straps around that button which is shown, it doesn't pull your ears down. I went to the gym yesterday and worked out, and I was trying to adjust my mask. It makes my ears stick out. I feel really stupid like that. And I thought, oh my gosh, I look like Elmer Fudd. So I'm going to get me one of these Mask Buddies and use it just because I don't want my ears to stick out. But I am telling you, this is available for fast shipment, and you can turn blank mask into marketing messages. Again, customer care at snugzusa.com. You want medical mask manufactured in an FDA certified factory that's third party certified, you go to Southern Plus. They're not going to be cheap, but they're going to be better. And you're not buying the mask, you're buying the supplier. Most of these masks are of comparable quality. I think some are sorry, the ones I talked to you about from the bogus suppliers. But what I would do, if somebody wants to buy masks from me, I'm going to show them from Southern Plus. Because you have a problem with that order, Greta Adams that owns that company, you call me if she gives you any flack about it, and I'll take care of it, because she's not going to do that. But you buy masks from reputable suppliers, and do not buy cheap ones. Remember, you're buying the supplier, not the product. Just like on other PPE items, Harvey Mackler at Gympire, I mentioned to Harvey, he's got these soft touch key tags that everybody wants. There's one on the left showing that, and the Gaithers are the neck and wrist protection products. He has those. If you want those and you want them good quality, you want them done right, Harvey at Gympire.com. And I'm telling you, this virus is going to be with us forever in some form or fashion. Don't mess with these bad suppliers. Sell products like these from reputable providers. Now, selling Outlook before and during COVID-19. Prior, it was the way it was. Today, here's the way it is. Efficient? Well, But prior, you could be efficient. Today, you've got to be resilient. You got to pick yourself up. Prior, you could be dependent on people. I got a few customers here. I don't really need to make any new calls today. Um, I'll get around to that. Well, that's over. You got to be self-sufficient. You got to get up and you got to do it. You could take any risk in the world back before the virus, but today you've got to proceed safely. Just like if your business has been kicked to the curb, you can't have it be any worse. You've got to bring it back, but you proceed safely to do that. Before, there were no boundaries. You just call on anybody. Now you can't even hardly call on anyone. It's hard to get into people. You've got to use guerrilla marketing, or you've got to be austere. Be careful. You could sell anyone. Well, you can't do that anymore. Now you've got to target sales. Certain products, certain markets. Actions must be planned, targeted, and employed efficiently. Just like I talked to you about the socks. Here I am again with these socks. That's a target market product that if you gave that to somebody, they're going to pay attention to you. Sell target market products, products that target the need of the person you're calling on. And there's the email address on the screen up there, top of that coupon, Christian@pairsocks.com, where you can get that free pair of socks. Now, I identify resources. I sell products from top-rated suppliers. I talked about Southern Plus and those masks. Greta Evans, there's her picture on the screen. There's her business card. She's the owner of that company. You can email her, call her, she'll talk to you. You try and get one of these mega suppliers on the phone. You don't even know the holding company that owns that supplier. And boy, when that order goes bad, you got to know where to go. You're in trouble. But with suppliers like Southern Plus, you do not have to worry. Let's talk about umbrellas and quality products. A lot of people that's selling this junk. Let's not sell junk. You want to sell an umbrella? Sell umbrellas that work, that don't fall apart. And I think that umbrella on the screen right there is pretty cool. That one that lights up at night or when it gets dark, I think that is just totally neat. Showing quality products needs to be a selling strategy. I'm not kidding you about it. People don't know that umbrellas have like 70 working parts. If you do not construct them properly, they'll blow back, they break. There is a reason. There are $5 umbrellas and there are $20 umbrellas. I wouldn't sell my customers a $5 umbrella because I know it's going to break. Then I'm going to get in trouble on the back end. You want a good umbrella sample? info@southernplus.com. Their umbrellas do not blow back. A lot of distributors don't even know that that happens. And Southern Plus is created end user videos. There's one right up there on the top of the screen. In fact, I did that one for them. You can email them and they'll send you that end user video. It runs about 80 to 90 seconds. You can send that directly to your customer and it'll do the selling for you. Let's talk about electronics. SunJoy, I've dealt with forever. They are the top supplier in power banks and chargers. Harrison Few owns that company. I have worked for them a long time. This chaos in the PPE products, they were in the middle of that, but what they really do well are do power banks and chargers. There's a $20 off an order coupon. Samples at sunjoy.com if you'd like to have a sample of a power bank or a charger. Another one, you have a problem with SunJoy, give me a call or email me and I'll help you. That's who I buy my electronics from. Now you've got to increase your Facebook likes. We're going to talk about new networking. Going out to networking events at the chamber and drinking wine at happy hour and chatting people up like I used to do all the time, that's just not happening. So I'm trying to get more business through my Facebook and my LinkedIn account. There's a picture of me at the ASI Fort Worth show 2 years ago. There I am with Wayne Newton at the top right. I went to Las Vegas to see Wayne Newton. I think the guy's a good entertainer. He's kind of crazy, but I got to go up on stage with him because I sat right on the front row and I guess I look gullible, and he invited me up there. I got more likes on that picture when I posted on Facebook. There at the bottom in the middle is me when I went to Havana, Cuba, posted that. I actually got 3 orders from people that liked me back on my Cuba picture. And there is Betty Ann Sanders. She died of liver cancer 2.5 months ago. And when I posted her picture on my Facebook, the dog owners came out and said, Don, we're so sorry. Here's our dog, this and that. And it got me what I was looking for, likes on my Facebook page. And I also post product videos on my Facebook page. Southern Plus has 87 different product videos. I'm pushing these suppliers because I'm telling you, if you don't buy from good suppliers, you're in trouble. I don't care what you sell. If you sell it for a bad supplier, it's going to be worse than not making the sale. Southern Plus has product videos. You can email these links to your customers. They're brief, they're to the point, they're unbranded. Customer won't go behind your back. Post those product videos on your social media and email the links to your customers. Now, here are 3 end user videos that I have done. You can email Jay Anders at ID Line if you want one about selling name badges. Burlacamp has a motorcycle kickstand pad video. That's a great product for the biker market, and I've talked about those antibacterial grip pins from Rightline. You can email samples at rightlineusa.com. They'll send you the link and send these things to your customers. What do you got to lose? They either watch them or they don't. If they don't, you don't have anything invested in it, and if they do, you might get an order. Or you can send unbranded COVID-19 flyers to customers. Sticker You, who I help, they have unbranded flyers like you're seeing there on the left. Send those to your customers. People will pay attention to them. They have distancing floor stickers. They have stay-at-home stickers. They have everything in the world to do with COVID that you can email and you can post on Facebook with your customers. Promo at stickeryou.com if you'd like to have those unbranded flyers. Now, let's talk about distributors knowing how to show products, but showing them and selling them are separate things. You must have a selling plan in place and you've got to implement it. That means you've got to become a strategic seller. What I mean by that is, here's the socks again. That is a strategic sell product to certain markets. There's Quickie on those health reminder magnets, stop the spread of germs magnets. Those are target products to target markets. You can use products like that to become a strategic seller. Now let's talk about selling outdoor and home products from Southern Plus, because people are at home today. They're doing more things in their backyard. They're doing neighborhood events, and chairs, coolers, and these backyard products are needed. So what I've done is I've made a strategic selling checklist. Potential buyers, all companies. Buyer's desire to motivate stay-at-home workers. Contacts, that's who I'm going to try and call on to. Marketing directors, human resources. Relevance of product, oh my goodness, very high. Repeat order possibilities, excellent. Here's one on a product from Snugz, the social distancing safety, the little things that go around your wrist. Potential buyers, all companies. This is an inexpensive item. You can sell this to a smaller or large company. The buyer's desire to protect customers. Your contacts, marketing directors and owners. Relevance of product, again, very high. Repeat order possibilities, frequent. These are the type of list I would make, and it helps me target in on how to sell them. Not just say, well, I'm going to sell some coffee mugs to everybody I see. Sell these as a strategic item. Branded socks. I think this is the last time I'll talk about socks. I'm sorry I've gone on so much about it. I just like this product. Potential buyers. These are companies seeking outdoor recognition. Buyers' desires are spreading brands. Contacts would be team managers, event coordinators, relevance of product, very high. More outdoor things going on than indoor. Repeat order possibilities, very good. Sample of those stocks, Christian at pairsocks.com. If you don't take advantage of that, you are missing the boat, and I don't think you want to do that. Now, let's talk about spreading the word magnets. This is a strategic market selling. I came up with this because I have a friend of mine who owns a wedding planning service up in McKinney, and their business has gone bad because people can't get married. Or they can get married, but they can't have their family there. So, how about a strategic marketing segment of selling to wedding planners, selling them save the date magnets? But they're not sending these out for the date. You would send these out to commemorate the date. Maybe they went on and got married and there were 6 people there. They're family members. But everybody who could not come is sent one of these magnets. I think that would be oh so cool. This is a strategic market selling product for those who cannot attend due to COVID. Call on wedding and event planners. These are 3 samples of cool magnets that you can get. Again, info@quickie.com. This is a strategic product for a strategic market. Now, we can't network right now, but we can volunteer. I have volunteered a lot during the virus because I try and do the right thing, but I volunteer a lot of time because I'm looking for business. I have gotten more business from doing volunteer work than anything else I have ever done. Because what do? I meet like-minded customers like Cynthia Vasquez at the Hyatt, like-minded, and got the customer because we like dogs. Always put yourself in a position of meeting like-minded people. Organize a food drive, deliver meals to homes, help infirm neighbors with yard work. I live in a 50s neighborhood where most of the houses have been restored, but some of them are just still the way they are. The people that are there have been there a long time. They need help with their yard. I go down there and cut their grass, and I do it because it's the right thing to do. Deliver groceries and supplies to neighbors. But what you're doing this for is not only doing it as a good thing, you're meeting potential prospects. Now look at this poor puppy right here with these deformed legs. I've talked about this in every one of my webinars because I just think it's darling. That little dog's front legs, look at that. Nobody wanted him, but they raised the money to buy him a little cycle thing that he can wear when he goes out. So I made a copy of this from the SPCA. They were sending that out to get people to increase donations. And the contacts that you'll meet by doing voluntary work with the SPCA are like gold. Who ended up adopting this puppy? CEO of a company, marketing director, the owner of a company, or the worst case scenario is just a good person. But what if you delivered that dog that you had fostered to somebody at their home and they were the marketing director for a big corporation? You don't think you have an in with that person? You do. The CEO of a company? You do. Even at the worst case scenario, you've made a good friend. Relationships created during volunteering creates forever customers. Now, I want to talk to you about something that Tiffany's going to talk to you about. These are specific websites for specific markets that Distributor Central has created. One of them is delivery and curbside pickup sites. That's a special site where all the products on that site would have to do with food delivery and pickup, which is so prevalent today. We're in the golden age of ordering in. You can call Bob's Steakhouse, Ruth Chris, Ocean Prime, places that you never thought of would deliver food. This is the way to have gourmet food brought to you. Every one of these companies needs packaging, but one thing they might need is they might need stickers for their coffee wraps. And Sticker U, who I'm going to pitch, you can order as little as 1 sticker for them. You can go on their website and design the sticker yourself. You're seeing the schematic there on the screen at the bottom, showing how you design one sticker at a time. How cool is that? Now, restaurant and bars are using packaging every day. People call me and say, Don, who do I call on? Well, call on every restaurant and bar that's open that you patronize. Trainter offers everything you need to have food packaging wise. They have plastic cutlery, imprinted napkins, cups. They have the containers. Food packaging samples are from Jamie H. at trainergraphics.com. They also have cups. They have any type of container for liquids. Here in Texas, bars are selling to-go cocktails like crazy. They're selling margarita kits. How about a margarita glass along with the kit with that bar's name on it? Again, Jamie at trainergraphics.com. Trainer was the second supplier that I sold an order from some 35 years ago. That is a family-owned supplier that can be trusted, and there's a free die charge on the screen. Food containers, Trainer has these. Hot dogs, hamburgers, steak, soups, vegetables, every type of container you need to sell. Remember, to those places that you patronize. Jamie H. at trainergraphics.com. Food trucks, they'll be more prevalent than ever going forward. Think about that. Food trucks can be an outdoor eating spot, much safer than eating indoors. Food trucks are going to be more than ever now, and every food truck needs containers, it needs napkins, it needs cups. So chat up those owners of those food trucks when you see them. Again, Jamie H. at trainergraphics.com for anything to do takeout wise. Now here's something a little different. How about selling rain ponchos to restaurants and bars that are using Uber Eats, Favor? There's a bunch of delivery services. Restaurant or bar buys a poncho. Like today, I'm sitting here in Dallas. It is cloudy today, might rain, might be a great time to go sell some ponchos to a restaurant and encourage them to give those to the drivers from the delivery pickup companies. They're not going to turn that item down, and when it rains, they're going to wear that thing when they go take their deliveries, and guess what that does? That promotes the brand of the restaurant who gave them that poncho. Get a sample, info at southernplus.com. Mail, 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 mail. This is another new form of networking. You've got to mail today. I know people used to use direct mail very effectively. Direct mail went away. Direct mail needs to be back. You mail flyers, you send products, and one thing you can write is 3M has a great Post-it note offer where you can get 500 pads with your logo on it at a very cost-effective price. You can email that order to art@3mpromote.com. I have sold 3M Post-it notes for 30-something years and one of the top quality products. They're great for writing handwritten notes on. How about seed paper business cards? They're back here on Gympire. I just ordered some seed paper business cards. There they are with my Don Sanders Marketing logo on them. How cool is that? You know, we didn't have our Earth Day this year. I kind of like Earth Day. Didn't happen because of the COVID. There are still people that like Earth Day activities and like plant and eco-related items. Harvey at Gympire.com. He'll help you with seed paper business cards. See, on the back of those, that top one, you can see it'll tell you about planting the seeds and all that stuff that come in the cards. What a good way to brand yourself. Something different. Southern Plus has got a bunch of these flyers. You need to send things to people to teach them what to give or what to buy. You've got to help your customers adapt. A lot of people are depending on you for their marketing needs. So show them really cool, neat things. mail lunch in place, and go to the beach flyers to people from Southern Plus. Here are 3 different flyers with my logo on it that Southern Plus did for me. They have 55 custom flyer choices. Go to southernplus.com. You can download these flyers yourself, create the image, and take that, put it on a thumb drive, take it to the office supply, and have them make copies for you and mail the heck out of them. All 3 of those flyers have my logo on it. Southern Plus has 55 other custom flyer choices. Mail dirty facts. Mats are big sellers now. Germs have got to be kept out of these buildings. There's a dirty facts mail sheet right there that can be emailed or mailed that tells you about how much it costs to take dirt out of buildings, how much labor that costs, how it also makes the appearance of the building look good to be clean. People don't know these things. You tell them that, they're going to want to buy mats from you. Hygiene mats from Logo Mats are a great thing to be selling. Every office hallway needs a mat. I'm pitching mats because I'm telling you, people cry to me and say, Don, who do I sell? What do I sell? We'll go to every office building you can get into and talk to the building supervisor about buying mats for their hallways. Wash your hands mats right in the entryway of any office building you go to. M. Wadsworth at logomatsllc.com, and there's a 5% off an order coupon. Every building needs this mat, these mats that go in front of hand sanitizing stations. Every building needs that, small, big, because every building is going to have several of these stations, tells people where to go to find the hand sanitizer. M. Wadsworth at logomatsllc.com. Here's another easy to mail product. Seed paper coffee wraps. I'm trying to talk to you about mailing. You've got to use the mail. You've got to. It's one of the only ways you can spread your brand. Seed paper coffee wraps. What a cool thing that is to give to people. People go and buy hot coffee at 7-Eleven, places like that. Sometimes they have the wraps, but if they're out of them, you can send these to customers. They can send each one of their customers 5 of them. They can keep them in their car. When they go in and get their coffee, they can be protected from the hot cup. Cool thing about it is when it's over, you can plant the seeds and they turn into plants. And there's a great rebate coupon from Jim Pyre on the screen. And remember, you have any problem with Harvey Mackler, you give me a call and I'll take care of it for you. But you won't have to because Harvey does everything right. Now let's talk about some guerrilla marketing. Deliver things to people and be unique. Right before the virus started, I was lucky about 30 rolls of toilet paper sent around here, and everybody couldn't find toilet paper. And I thought, well, maybe people would want to have a roll of toilet paper. So I started delivering. I delivered 24 rolls of my toilet paper to people that I did business with or who I knew. I bet nobody else did that, but I did it because instead of sitting around feeling sorry for myself, I had to do something. I call this guerrilla marketing. And there's a great Burley-Camp coupon on the screen and 5% off an order for Logo Mats. Take samples and catalogs to back doors. I do some dentist stuff for them. Every dentist has a back door. A dentist does not go to the front door of their practice. They all have a back door to come in. So does the staff. Find that back door at that dentist office, just like that one I'm showing you on the screen. Dentists don't work on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So go by there, leave a mat at the back door with a handwritten Post-it note with a Logo Mats catalog included. You put it at the back door of that dentist office, go by there in a couple of days, and I guarantee it'll be gone. You want to get to the owner, you leave that mat or whatever you want to at that back door, that owner, that dentist gets it. You don't want to call on the office manager. You want the owner, the dentist, to tell the office manager to call you. That's guerrilla marketing. 1 square foot mat samples. M. Wadsworth at logomatsllc.com. Let's talk about coolers and food things. And we're going to talk about pickle loaf in a minute. So stay with me on it. It's going to be good. Lunch in place is a big deal now. People that are going back to work are avoiding break rooms where they used to go in and put their whatever food or beverages in the refrigerator or ice box, shared utensils. That's kind of over. For people that are going back to work, a lunch cooler is a great item. Also great to take to stay at home workers because employees don't want to touch or share food products. So here are some self promo coolers that I'm going to buy with my logo on them from Southern Plus. And to further amplify my coolers, I'm going to get Quickie luggage tags. You're seeing the mock up of the one up at the top. I am going to tie my bag tag samples on my cooler handle. They see my logo on the cooler. They see my logo on the bag tag. Again, info at quickie.com for samples. Then I am going to put pickle loaf in my coolers for those that want it. I know this sounds strange, but back when I was young, we had pickle loaf sandwiches all the time. And about 3 months ago, I went to a store here in my neighborhood that actually had pickle loaf. Well, now they've stopped carrying it. I have a craving for it. I know this is silly, but I've looked online and I have to buy 5 pounds of pickle loaf from Kunzler. This is a deli or they sell 5 pound packages of different lunch meat. So I'm going to buy my 5 pounds of pickle loaf if I have to get it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to post on my Facebook page and I'm going to email every one of my customers and say, you know what? Are you strange like me? Do you like pickle loaf? I know this is kind of out of the box thinking, but what else are you going to do? So what I'm going to do is when I post that, I bet you I have 10 people come back and say, oh, Don, we'd love to have some pickle loaf. So I am going to cut them off a bunch of slices, put them in a bag. I'm going to put them in that cooler from Southern Plus with that luggage tag with my logo on that, and I'm going to go deliver them. You talk about guerrilla marketing, don't think this is silly. I'll get some business out of it. Info at southernplus.com for the coolers. Remember, you've got Quickie's email for those tags, and you've got to go find the pickle loaf. I know it's crazy, but it's just like the toilet paper. It will work. And I'm going to write notes from 3M on my custom notes, quantity of 500 notepads. That's only $50 with your logo. You can email amnickel@3mpromote.com or art@3mpromote.com. Write messages on a quality product. Turn homes into offices. Everybody's working from home now. Sticker U has wall stickers you stick on the back wall to make you look substantial. Wall stickers make home offices appear substantial. Look at the lady from behind her computer, and when she's on the screen, it makes her look more professional. Promo at stickeru.com. How about work from home stickers to keep control of children? Our motivational stickers. There they are on the screen from Sticker U. A sticker that mom is working. It's just like right now, I'm in my office with the door closed because my dogs are in there. Well, they can't read, so I don't have a sticker on my door, but they have to be quiet right now, just like children do. Show your customer home sticker information. Promo at stickeru.com. Family-owned suppliers are the best. I've talked a lot about Quickie. I'm not going to talk anymore about them, but they have been in business since 1946, developed the Quickoin, which PPAI says is product of the century. Quickie has event tags, bag tags, they have the industry's best magnets, and they have won more ASI and PPA awards than almost any other supplier. And I can't say enough good things about Quickie. Start showing calendars. Calendars are needed right now. Just gives you an excuse to call on your customers. Drumline is who I would suggest for calendars. Gaddison at drum-line.com. I'm telling you, you only going to get business if you do what others are not doing. Start mailing calendar samples now. Now, there are hygiene and safety sites. Tiffany's going to talk to you about that. Another Distributor Central offering. There's express appreciation products from Drumline. There's those safety reminder products that I told you about, wash your hands. These are products that your customers will buy. Gaddison at drum-line.com. Here are stickers from Sticker U, wash your hands stickers for walls, safety distance stickers, which you're seeing right there. Sticker U has them. There's a 10% off an order coupon. Promo at stickeru.com. People ask me about transfers all the time. Sticker U has those too. For shirts, but you want to decorate those masks, how about iron-on transfers that you can iron on blank masks? There they are right there. They just came out with these last week. That's a really cool product that comes in sheets. And if you sell your customers blank masks, you can also sell them stickers which will go on the mask and iron on. Both of these transfer products, promo at stickeru.com. 3M has got all kinds of notes for restaurant and store reopenings. I don't think they can shut the restaurants down again. I think they're going to have to keep open in some form or fashion, but 3M has providing peace of mind notes. AM Nickel at 3mpromote.com. Logo Mats has stick and stand mats. I'm sorry I talked so much about these suppliers, but these are products that you need to sell. If you're not selling these things, you're not going to sell anything. M. Wadsworth at logomatsllc.com for distancing stickers. I'm almost finished here, but I want to talk about controlling customers. Stop going uphill. Limit product choices. Don't show customers 10 choices, show them 3. Set due dates. Make them respond by a certain date. Be chummy. Talk to them about dogs. Suggest solutions, and do not hang around like a bad date. If they won't answer you, they won't get back with you, leave them alone. Stop going uphill. Start controlling your customers. And there's my Cello Wrap pitch right there on my antibacterial grip pen from Rightline. Brandon Craig works for Southern Plus. He is the greatest mentor in the world. He can teach you how to sell products. You can email Brandon at southernplus.com. He's a fine guy. He can teach you how to sell those outdoor products, those coolers. Remember, we're putting that piccoloaf in them. He can tell you who buys them and who you need to call on. Here are a few of my offers before we conclude. Sample pair of branded socks, Christian at pearsocks.com. If you don't get that free pair of socks, I'm worried about you. Magnet, bag, and key tag samples, info at quickie.com. There's my Cello Wrap again. There's my Mask Buddy again from Snugsy USA. Here's name badges again. Remember, that's a strategic selling product, Jay Anders at idline.com. Here's 2 self-promotions from Rightline on pens. And I want to thank you for listening. Please stay with me here because I'm going to show you an email address after this. I've done a book on how to sell promotional products. Harvey Mackler has several chapters of them on online versions, which he will send to you after the webinar is over. And if you would like to have a replay of this webinar, and you would like to have a book chapter, it's Don at sellpromoproducts.com. Here are all the email addresses from every offer that I have talked about. And if you'll email me, I will send you the replay and the chapter, and I will also, or Harvey will send you the chapter. I'm going to let Tiffany talk now. I've talked myself to death. I appreciate you listening. Please don't stay for Tiffany. She can help you more than I can. And thank you so much for listening.
Don, thanks so much for your presentation today, and I hope everyone can see my computer now.
I can.
And you should be able to, you can. Do you see like a blue screen? Perfect.
I see you
Well, what
using free technology.
Yep. So what Don's talked a lot about really great products and ways that you can go to market and use those products to differentiate yourself to your customers or your potential customers or people that you want to be your customers. What I thought I would do today, and if you've done, Dawn and I have been doing these webinars since the pandemic started, and so I wanted to do something a little bit different today. I wanted to talk with you about tools that you can use out there that are in addition to Distributor Central and the websites that we help create for distributors, but there are tools that you could be using that are completely free to you that you can use to sell these product ideas to your customers and stay in front of your customers using technology. So I'm going to just talk a little bit about some tools that Distributor Central has been using. So when the pandemic started, I have been in the industry 14 years now. And when I have spent 14 years on the road and I've spent 14 years in front of customers and face to face. And so when everything started to just to dissolve or kind of started to unravel in March, I sat down and I started to feel sorry for myself and started to think, what am I going to do to be able to stay in front of suppliers and distributors? What am I going to be able to do to keep all this moving? And so I'm really fortunate to have a great marketing team. And we sat down and we thought about what we could do. And these are the tools that Distributor Central has used to stay in front of both suppliers and distributors. And actually, we've increased our business during this particular situation because we didn't feel sorry for ourselves, and we started using these tools and getting creative and staying in front of our customers. So I just want to share with you what we've done. And when we were thinking about all those things, we also started thinking about ways that we could help distributors. So that we've integrated some of this functionality and created niche branded marketing websites for distributors that you can use at no cost to help you sell these product ideas that Don's been talking about. So the first, and I'm just going to run through some of this stuff pretty quickly. And if you've got more questions, I can send this presentation out. But one of the tools that's out there that you can use is MailChimp. MailChimp is a completely free email marketing campaign tool for you. You can use it to take these product sets or take a niche marketing website that you've built on Distributor Central and use MailChimp at no cost, build a very beautiful and very professional marketing email that you can start sending to your customers. You can also integrate your MailChimp account to Distributor Central's website platform, where when you get new orders or you get customers that are coming to your website, you can gather that email, your customer's email information, and merge it back to your MailChimp account so that your contact list is always fresh and you're always staying in front of anybody that's been visiting your website. So that's one way that you can use Distributor Central, plus another free technology tool out there to stay in front of your customers. If you're using Distributor Central's website platform, there's also some tools inside MailChimp that allow you to create custom pop-up or lead generation codes. So you can, again, use those two pieces of technology without having to call your customer and say, what's your address? Or if you didn't want to send them an email, then they're coming to your website and they're taking a look at some of the products that you have to offer and some of the ideas that you want to sell to them. You can also use some additional integrated technology from MailChimp that's free to you, and on your free Distributor Central website, use pop-up and lead generators and discount codes on your sites. Another tool that we've been using quite a bit of, and I'm going to talk a little bit about this and a couple other ideas, but Zoom. I was just telling my team this morning, I am great at talking. Sometimes I'm not always great at emailing. So we've been using Zoom so that we can stay in front of our customers. And Zoom, again, is a free meeting space that you can be using to still have that relationship build with your customer, and where they can see you and you can see them, and they can see the influx in your facial expressions, and you can see how they're reacting to things that you're presenting to them. There's so many suppliers out there right now that are sending great kits to distributors' homes. You could use Zoom to present some of these things or some of the samples that you might already have in your office to your customers, still in a face-to-face manner. The only thing you're going to miss is that touch. But still, so that your customer and you can continue to build a relationship and continue to partner together. And this is another free thing that's out there that you could be using from a technology standpoint to continue to sell to your customer, even in a situation where you can't get into their office or you can't get to an end user show, that you could still be doing today to sell more products to your customers. Another thing that distributors call us all the time about is graphics. they need a logo, or maybe they need to take some graphics and post them to their social media and they're struggling with it. There's a free tool out there. It's Canva. It's canva.com. You can go to Canva and get a free account, and it is a very simple platform that has got templates and already pre-formatted content where you can create social media graphics or logos for websites. Our team has been using this as we have been building those graphic bundles, and I'll show you those two that Distributor Central's already been building for distributors to make this even easier. But our team has been using Canva to build those graphic bundles for those PPE built sites or USA made product sites. When Hey, did I lose you guys for just a second? I think I'm back.
You did.
Okay. So Canva is just a free tool out there. Just go to canva.com, and it's a tool that you can use to help create graphics and social media content that then you can just tag back to product sets from your Distributor Central website. And again, everything that we're talking about today, these are tools that distributors have available that won't cost your bottom line anything. So if sales are not where they normally are, no one's asking you to take an additional cut out of your sales profit by using any of these things. These are all free tools that you can use to stay in front of customers and keep your business moving. And here's some just examples of those product sets that we have been building on Distributor Central. In our graphics bundles. And I'm going to show you where you can gain those graphic bundle that we've already done for you as a distributor. This is, again, it's on distributorcentral.com and then /graphics. We've already been building some of these bundles for you. We've built one for COVID-19. There's graphics in there that you can use for social media or updating an existing website. Another tool, we've talked a lot about social media. Distributor Central's website platform, which again is 100% free to you as a distributor. You can build websites, company stores. They all have social share functionality so that you can share your product ideas, just like the ones Dawn has talked about today, to your social media platforms. A tool that we use that is free to help us with the scheduling of it. We're not, I don't have 50 people on my marketing team or on my sales team. We don't have 50 between the two of us, but we use Hootsuite to sit down, plan out what we're going to be putting out there on a social media, in our social media platforms. We sit down and take a look at what themes are coming up. What is our theme for our company for the month, or what do we need to be communicating to our customers, and then use Hootsuite to schedule those social posts so that we're doing it once, and we're kind of setting it and then letting it happen so that we're not, I always forget to do things. So we use Hootsuite as another free tool to schedule out our social media marketing. And I'm just gonna I'm kind of going through here real fast, but I will send this presentation out to anybody that needs it. Again, the free tool that Distributor Central has is we do everything for free. Everything that we do for you as a distributor, we do with the support of suppliers. A supplier would never charge you for a paper catalog. A supplier would never charge you to access their product information on their website. We believe that is the way that all suppliers should treat product data. Product data on Distributor Central is free because it's not ours, it's the supplier. So suppliers are sponsoring this technology for you so that you can create idea boards, product sets, niche websites so that you can sell more products. And all those suppliers that Dawn has been talking about today are suppliers that also believe in that level of technology, and they believe in sponsoring that for you as a distributor to help you sell more products. Here is some examples of some niche websites. We have created websites that are wizard. It will take you about 5 minutes to take a logo, put it on your website, and have a website up and ready to go in short amount of time. You can, if you don't have a Distributor Central account, go to distributorcentral.com and click sign up, and our team will make sure that you have an account and help you get started so that you can start selling these ideas to your customers today. We've created websites that are PPE oriented, just like Don talked about, where we're targeting products to healthcare heroes, actual PPE products, delivery products, work at home, school at home. Those things aren't going away here in the next handful of months like maybe we thought they would. And we've seen distributors have an amazing amount of success with those niche websites, specifically this PPE-based and COVID-based website. And this is a template that is already available to you in your account, and our team will help you get started if you need us to. If you don't feel comfortable getting started, we have a program in place where if you send us your logo, our team will help you take one of those templates, apply your logo, and we have just a quick start program. If you email info@distributorcentral.com, we'll send you back an email with all of the template choices, and we would just need a PNG file or JPEG file of your logo, and we will set that site up for you in our quick start program, and you would have a website up and ready to go by lunch if you're not on the East Coast, by lunch today. So that email is info@distributorcentral.com. Other tools that Distributor Central provides you is a completely free research presentation platform, order management platform, so that you can run your business anywhere. So you don't have to be tied to whether or not your office is open. So just like you don't need to be tied through technology if your customer's office is open. You can use all these platforms to continue to build a relationship and sell to your customer by using all the free technology that's out there. If you have questions, you need an account, you need to help get started, you can always email us at info@distributorcentral.com, or our phone number is up here as well. And our team can get you an account set up if you don't already have one, get you directions on how to get started, the best ways to get started. If you need a quick start website, we can do that as well to help you. If anybody has any questions, you can also reach out to me. My name is Tiffany Tarr, and my email is ttarr@distributorcentral.com. I know we've gone way over an hour today, but I would still be happy to answer any questions. I know that I've gone quickly through some of these ideas. Just to respect time, but we can definitely send this presentation out to anybody that would need it. Another tool that I like to use as well at DC that I didn't get into this presentation, and I don't know why I didn't think about it, is Loom. It's loom.com. But what I use it for is sometimes I'll get questions from a customer, and instead of just answering the question or sending it back in an email that's kind of cold, you can use Loom as a free tool to navigate through your website. So your customer would see like a picture of you to make it more personal. You could create a little video on why this product is so great from your website, your Distributor Central built niche website. You could create a video and point them and navigate them through there, and use a tool like Loom, which is again free, to send those little videos that are more personalized over to your customers. Another trick that I've been, not trick, but another idea that I've been using a little bit more frequently is when I'm calling suppliers or distributors and I don't feel like they've called me back real quick, I will instead of sending another email, I've been using my phone and taking a video and just saying, hey Dawn, it's Tiffany. I know we've been playing phone tag. If you don't mind giving me a call back, here's my number. And instead of sending it in written or text content, I've been sending little message videos to customers just as a way to personalize it and still continue for them to see me, remember who I am, so that when everything does go back to where we can see each other more frequently, we still have that relationship and we're still building that relationship even though we're not building it the way that we used to build it. So Loom is another tool that's out there that's available in a completely free resource. And Dawn, do you have any questions, or is there anything else, Dawn, you want me to cover?
No, Tiffany, I think you did a great job. You could tell everybody where they're supposed to go to lunch. That might be good.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think we're gonna have turkey sandwiches for lunch today.
Well, that's a joke. You can't go to lunch anywhere.
I know you can't go to lunch anywhere. You could I guess you get DoorDash or caviar, but that's about it.
No, I hadn't got my pickle loaf yet, so that's probably what I would have.
No, you haven't had it. But there's so many tools out there that if there's so many free tools out there to you as a distributor that you could be using to set yourself apart, continue to build a relationship, sell product sets and ideas to your customers, just like the ones Don talked about today, and keep moving forward. Where I don't think a lot of distributors are going to take the effort to do it, and it'll set you apart. So when everything does, I guess, go back to wherever it's going to go, you're already that much farther ahead of the game.
Tiffany, thank you. I appreciate everybody listening today. And if you would like to have the webinar replay and then Tiffany's presentation emailed to you, if you just email me here as soon as we get finished, and I'll send you the book chapter. And I don't know what to say to everybody, but thank you so much. And we'll have another webinar in about 3 weeks, and I'll let everybody know. So have a great day, everyone, and we'll visit with you when you can. And if you need any help, email me or Tiffany, and we're happy to do it. And I hope you have a great day. Thanks.
Thanks so much.